Aloha. Welcome everyone. Glad to see you here on YouTube. You could not believe how clunky of a start that was. But I appreciate you guys joining. We are obviously on the island of Oahu in the beautiful neighborhood of Waikiki. We are at the Honolulu Zoo. And this is as close as we will get today to getting into the zoo. I'm glad all of you've chosen to join us. YouTube is a new format for us, as you guys know. We're actually always on Facebook. And there's a lot of little things that are different about YouTube. But we're going to make the best of it. I like the format now that we've learned a few things. So on today's stream, what I thought we would do is, this is going to be somewhat of a repeat for a number of you because we've done this walk before, but it's one that's really popular, and it's to where we're going to go down Kalakaua, look at the hotels on this side of the main part of the street, and then we're going to go up to Kahio and go all the way down Kahio and look at all the hotels and shops and restaurants that aren't on Kalakaua. And we'll wait just a few more minutes. Wow, we already have 19 people. Fantastic. That's more than I thought we would get. But thank you guys for joining. It's sorry for the late start, but it's just a learning curve is really all it is. Here's a mama chicken and her babies. She's teaching them how to eat. It's a beautiful day. It's cloudy. It rained a little bit. It's a little rainy over there, but it's still going to be a beautiful day. So let me give you the bearings. Most of you probably know exactly where I am, but for those of you who don't, we're in the far corner of the Queen Kapiolani Municipal Park. That's Diamond Head right through there. That is Honolulu Zoo. Right back behind me, of course, is Waikiki Beach right here. Barefoot Beach Cafe is right straight through there on the other side of that building. This main street here is Kalakaua. This is the main street where all the main hotels are, from Sheraton Waikiki, Royal Hawaiian, Surfrider, Marriott, Hyatt. They're all along Kalakaua. That's the main street when you're staying in the hotels here in Waikiki. And this is the other main street that runs from Kalakaua all the way to the freeway, and that's Kapahulu. Kapahulu is mentioned a lot on this stream and other streams because it's very popular for locals. There's a lot of really good local restaurants up there, a lot you heard of. Leonard's is one of them, Leonard's Malasadas or Leonard's Bakery. Rainbow Drive-In is right down there. Safeway, if you're going to be staying for a very long period or longer periods of time, the Safeway right down the road there is a great place to get groceries. And then right here is a collection of 3 hotels that you hear a lot about. Actually 2 you hear mostly about. The Waikiki Grand, not so much, but the Queen Kapiolani. It's famous for, I don't know if famous is the right word, but it's popular because of the deck up there. The deck is a really, really nice bar. And even if you don't stay at Queen Kapiolani Hotel, it's worth going up there for a drink because their view of Diamond Head, which is right there, is unmatched. It's just a straight shot. There's nothing encumbering the view. And the other hotel is this one here, and this is one we talked about on a couple of streams before. This is the Park Shore. Park Shore is more known because of its affordable rate, but also its proximity to Waikiki proper and the beach right there. Okay? Let me walk over here a moment. Just figured out how to chat. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for all of us. And I've actually streamed on YouTube quite a bit, but boy, they have certainly changed some things around a little bit. Yeah. All right. So Hello, Sandy. Great to see you. I'm glad you finally you got to join us. I know it's difficult to kind of figure it out. The chat comes on and goes away. So if I don't see a chat or a comment that you make, please don't think I'm ignoring you. It's probably because I haven't seen it. So I'm going to do my very best to keep all the chats alive or visible. Hey, Janet. All right, I know the drill. So let's get this started. A couple of things we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you are the things I did not show you yesterday on our stream, but I spoke about them. So I'm going to be able to walk down and show you a couple of those vendors and venues for the restaurants, the scooter rentals and things like that. And they also say we're going to break a lot of the YouTube rules. They say you should not refer to other videos unless you're going to link them, but I don't care. I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to refer to other videos just because we've shot so many on Facebook. So that was a video that we did last night, the live stream we did last night. So let's get started. That's Waikiki Beach, obviously. This corner is really kind of the start of where Waikiki, not really where Waikiki starts, but really where you'd want to concentrate some of your activities. Obviously, there's a Starbucks. That's Lulu's, very, very good for Loco Moco. We talked about that yesterday. We talked about the twin fin and the comparison to the Park Shore. And I'm not sure if there's any other questions about those two hotels, but if there are, then by all means, feel free to answer or ask the question, and I'll see if I can get it answered. Hello, Lance. Yeah, it's great to see all the regulars there. The chat, it seems like it just seems like it appears when new chats come up or new comments come up. So that may be what it is. Yep, that is what it is. All right, Michael. Very good. So we can actually do one of two things here. We can actually go down here and take a look. We did that just yesterday, and then we'll come back and do our walk down Kalakaua. What would you like to do? You want to avoid the beach right now and just go down start our tour along the street here? What would you like to do? Yeah, I just saw it, Janet. You can do a test if you like. There you go, avoid the beach. So Sandy, you can see how quick that chat came up. It's much quicker on YouTube, which is going to be good for people who cheat, or bad for people who cheat like Wade and Lance and Greg when we do giveaways. And I thought since there was just so few of us, there's not so many, that we may try something, try a little trick. And if you guys want to do it, let's do it. If not, then we don't have to do it. And what I want to do is this. I would like to, if one of you is really, really good with booking.com, and if no one is, don't worry about it. If you're not, we can just go on. But here, let me explain what I'd like to do. I'd like to go on either booking.com. I prefer that. We could go on to Expedia. And what I'd like to do is I would like for you to put in, someone to put in, you'd have to have close access to your phone or laptop. What I'd like to do is I'd like to put in some dates like we did a couple of months ago, where we picked dates like out 2 months, and we picked 10 days or 7 days of the week that we would stay, picked a reservation for 2 people in just a standard room, and then we could use the map and go along and tell everybody what the rate for each hotel was along the route. Is that something you guys would want to do? I don't know if Jennifer's on today, but there's the twin fin. And there's Tiki's right up there. All right, Lance, very good. You know, one thing that is really different on YouTube is it's a landscape. It's more of a letterbox view compared to portrait. Aloha, Deborah. Yeah, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a look at the beach a little bit more, just because we're not going to see it once we get on Kahio. Okay, but you get your feel of the, there went your car, that hurricane, Janet. Yeah, that's okay. We don't have to do that. I know about what the rates are, but if someone could just get maybe a couple rates. Actually, we don't have to do that. I just thought it would be something cool if, and I should have brought my other phone because I could have done it while we were walking down the street. But anyway, that's Twin Fin. So let's get going. Again, this is Kalakaua that we're going down now. If you've been to Waikiki at all, you've been up and down this street numerous times. This is the Marriott Waikiki. Starts on this block. It covers this entire block here. Some of the retail outlets. Something I'm going to have to break myself of is editing myself, knowing that we've talked about certain things. So I'm just going to treat this like it's a brand new stream with brand new people that have never been on a previous stream. So if I'm repeating some things, that's why. And that's actually another rule you shouldn't of YouTube. But these first 3 or 4 streams, we're just going to do it for just to get our feel for YouTube, and so we can make these videos really good for you. That's one of 2 ABC stores in Waikiki. I do like that about the comments. The comments are only coming up when they're made. Honolulu cookie. Oahu Mexican Grill, actually a very good Mexican restaurant. I know you don't come to Waikiki for Mexican food, but if you do, that's a pretty darn good place to do it. That's the Prince Kahio statue. OMG is right. Can anyone guess what's coming up here on my right? I know I'm looking left, but can you tell what's coming up on my right? Anyone? How is the audio and video quality? Is it equal to or better than Facebook? Or worse than? Christian, great guess. That's exactly what I was thinking. I really do wish that they had better quality food. They used to be one of my go-to favorites for years and years and years. We would make that a staple visit. But as I've said on prior streams, well, they have not delivered the last several times I've gone there, and I've really given them a lot of chances. Several of these, actually all of these stores here are new from at least the past 9 months to even sooner. The Haagen-Dazs has been there for a long time, but Rip Curl's new, Chappelle hats, Kai Coffee, they have this location here and a couple throughout Waikiki, but they also have this location right there across the street. Another ABC store. This is the Alohilani Resort. This is the resort that has, inside they have the large fish tank. A ramen noodle place right here. Very good, a little pricey. Let me show you the menu. That's outstanding because I knew we have 26 viewers, which is great. I appreciate every one of you. But just remember this date, this time, and this stream, because it will be, this is what we're probably going to refer to this as our first YouTube live stream. Even though we've done other live streams, we will probably refer to this one as our first one. So you will be able to tell your great grandkids that you were there when. So in 5 years, when we have 300 subscribers, you'll be able to tell them. I wanted to point this out because I actually did a disservice to this hotel the other day, and I need to make amends. And you know, I know there's only 26 people here, but it's a road to my penance. Waikiki Resort Hotel. I was negative about them, and I did not realize that I had been to that hotel before, but it wasn't the experience that I thought it was. I had this hotel and the Ala Moana Hotel mixed up. They look a little bit similar, but I had them mixed up. This hotel is actually a good deal. It really is. The lobby there, I don't know if you can see inside the lobby. I'll just kind of look at it a little bit. It's very nice. The rooms are spacious. They have, and they're a really good rate for being just, you know, even a half a block off the street from Waikiki Beach, and it's just right there. This property here, it's rentals and long-term rentals, short-term rentals, and hotel, and it's the old Aston. Well, it's actually the current new Aston. It just doesn't fall under the Aston name, but it's a Waikiki Beach Tower. So if you go on to Airbnb or VRBO, you'll see this listed. And I don't think they list the name of the building itself, to be honest. On Kalakaua here. Hello, Mary Kay. We're gonna go up a couple more blocks here, then we'll take a right and go up to Kahio. From what I understand, YouTube is a little bit more tricky when it comes to coverage. They require a little more horsepower when it comes to the connection. We're going to find that out. This is the ever popular Eggs and Things. It's right by the Waikiki Circle Hotel, which is right there. Espacio. This is an all-suite hotel, 18 single floor suites. Very pricey, very pricey. This is the pretty much the heart of Waikiki Beach. They have surfboard rentals right there. They also have surf lessons right over there as well. They have rentals for umbrellas and chairs. And right over here, everybody knows this young man, Duke. All right, so this pretty much completes, unless we have something really pressing that we want to see. This is going to complete our part of Kahio Avenue. The rest is going to be going down Kahio, which there's plenty to see there, and we will go there right now. Let's actually walk in front of. Well, now let's do this. We're gonna pass. This is the Hyatt right here. I know a lot of you are familiar with that property. And if you guys are liking the stream, hit a thumbs up. If you don't, like I said, I'll share Wade and Gerard, Lance, I'll share their emails so you're able to complain to them. And if you're first on here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. And then be sure to hit that notification button so you know when we're going to go live. We'll announce our lives almost every time on Facebook, so you'll get that, but just maybe as a fail-safe. If you want to do it, do it. If you want to get notified, that'd be great. A couple of notes of mention here, a couple of properties. These aren't obviously high-end hotels, but these are some of the longer term or even short term vacation rental places that you'll find on Airbnb. Not so much this one, but there's several along this road here, right over here, and right down there. There's several along the road that you'll see when you're looking up Airbnbs, just to give you an idea. That Aloha Palms is one of them. And right there we see that crane. That's the King's Landing area that they're rebuilding right now. They're actually rebuilding it into a hotel. Some, I think some condos are going to go in there also. I think it's going to be a shared property. This is the Shorefire property right here. And the Leahi right there. It's kind of a local, nice vibe bar. They have live music there most nights from 5 o'clock on. It's a favorite for a lot of people who have been around here, been here a number of times. Have any of you been to either of these places, Shorefire or Leahi? This is the place I was talking about yesterday. This is where I would recommend, one of a couple of places that I would recommend getting a scooter rental, only because they're very popular, they're very busy, which means they're always working on the carts. Like I said yesterday, nothing will ruin your vacation worse than getting caught on one of these at Diamond Head and it breaking down. If you guys remember yesterday also, this is the place that has the cheeseburger that I was mentioning. I think they have the, yeah, there it is right here. Check this bad boy out. That's the burger. And it has, chicken BLT, has coffee, drinks. Here's some of their acai bowls. Boy, don't get Greg started on that, the acai bowls. And this is the other place that has a variety of items. Grilled chicken, loco moco, barbecue ribs, barbecue short ribs, and ramen. I'm not sure how they're doing the ramen, but there's something different about the ramen. But there's their plate lunches right along there. And we're going to see a couple of other really popular and desirable eating places along the way. That's one thing about Kahio. It's pretty it's pretty popular for eateries. Someone had asked the other day about the the Royal Grove Hotel. That's it right there. That also is an Airbnb hotel, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot of other, even for the rate is really cheap, but LaCroix, Onyx, Ohia, all those hotels are better than that one. This is a very, very popular Musubi cafe. Very, very popular. There'll be a line out here. I was surprised there's not a line right now. This is the other one, Maguro Spot. Not to be confused with Maguro Brothers, which is, to my opinion, the best. And Maguro Brothers is at the Waikiki business building. It's on Seaside. It's on Seaside. Okay, let me give you, now that we're on Kahio, this is Kahio right here, this street. From here, goes all the way down to Kapahulu, if you remember that. Kapahulu was the road that runs this way, perpendicular to Kalakaua. And you're not missing much from here all the way down to Kapahulu, but there are a couple points of interest, a couple of restaurants. I do want to walk down here just a little bit. How are you? Just a little bit and show them to you because they're notable. Does anybody know the name of this place coming up on the right-hand side? This is High's Steakhouse, that little yellow sign, High's Steakhouse. It's been there forever. An exceptional steakhouse. I would put it up there with Wolfgang's at the Royal Hawaiian Center. Aloha Steak. Really good. This, Blue Ocean. This is plate lunch heaven. Just look at what they have here. And it's worth looking at. It's worth looking at these pictures and seeing the variety of all the different meals they have. And they're loaded up. And their meals that they give you are just as they appear on the, they're loaded up. Very, very sizable. And they're not, I mean, price-wise, they're very reasonable. In my opinion, they're very reasonable. I mean, see this? $7 bento boxes, poke. Yeah, Pacific Monarch is right over there. But you just come right in here. You order. There's actually two different styles of restaurants, and to be honest with you, I don't really know the difference. Maybe one's seafood, one's more meat, but it's very busy. And I can honestly say I've never had a bad meal at either of those places. Never have. This is the other place I want to mention. The coffee shop that's in the back there, it's very, very good, and I'm a coffee fanatic. They had another venue that was right here, but they had a problem and they had to pull it out, and they're digging up the ground. I guess maybe it's a grease trap issue. But this Angry Shrimp, very good, very good. And it's also sizable portions and good food, good prices. I think it's $19.95 or $19.90 for a big garlic shrimp plate. And it's big, it's sizable. It'll fill you up. Oh wow, 17 likes. Thank you guys for that. That's how we're gonna grow this YouTube channel, man. One like, one subscription at a time. I think once we get over 500 or so subscribers, it's going to grow pretty quickly, like the Facebook page did. We're going to be doing a lot of really cool things. Frankly, it's just going to be giving away money, which is a lot of what it is. Money, trolley tickets, trolley passes, Duke's passes, Amazon gift cards, those types. That's really the best way to do it. Here's the Vive Hotel right here. I've only been in it once. I've only been in the rooms one time. I don't know that much about their rates. I'm assuming they're comparable to what they are at Hilton Waikiki and the Hilton Garden Inn just down the street. One place that we didn't get to because it's just down the way a little bit is the Hilton Waikiki. And that Hilton Waikiki, it's not so much notable for the restaurant as it is for the restaurant. I'm sorry, it's not so much noted for the hotel, but for the restaurant that's down below, and that is Mac 24/7. And Mac 24/7 is a modern style diner type restaurant. They have very, very good food, and most notably their omelets and their pancakes. I told you the wrong direction about Pacific Monarch. It's right here, not the other way. My apologies. But Mac 24/7 is really good, and as the name implies, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Unless they've changed their hours, they certainly haven't changed their name. Bamboo is another Airbnb type place, but it's a hotel primarily. But this location here is almost all Airbnbs, this entire hotel. As a matter of fact, if you have gone on to an Airbnb site and you've looked up, more affordable, lesser priced accommodations, these balconies may look familiar to you from their pictures. That is that place. That's the location. They only look a little bit different than the pictures. Coconut pancakes. I don't know about that. I don't know. But the pancakes are huge. They hang off the plate and they have big plates, if that tells you anything. This is the Ohana East Hotel. They're going through a renovation right now. I believe they just did the rooms. They either just finished the rooms or just started the rooms. I know that's a lot of that's a big difference, but I think it's the rooms were just completed. But I know they're doing this renovation down here where Tanaka, the restaurant, is, and this whole eatery area down here. They're actually adding another entrance over there on the other side. But I happen to know that a number of you commented about Ohana East and you asked about it. And then just to give you, again, bearings, this is the old King's Landing. That is the Moana Surfrider, and the beach is right on the other side. Everybody here is familiar with Moana surf rider, I'm sure. Wow, another ABC store. That makes 4 that I've seen. And right over there is the Waikiki market. That is a favorite, long-time favorite for me. And since this is YouTube and I haven't given this pitch, I'm going to give it now. All of you know this, oh, right here, buffet. It's not now, it's an Italian restaurant. There's a buffet, in Kings Village, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, but this is Waikiki Market. This is the best alternative to going to Safeway. So if you're coming to Hawaii and you're going to stay longer than 5 days, and you want to get some food to take back to your hotel, you have a little kitchenette, this would be a good alternative. And even if you're not really, it has almost a full service grocery store inside there, but the produce is really, really good. But what they do have that's different is a couple things. One, they have this nice dining area here on this second floor. Olili is the restaurant right up here that you can go to right up here on this side. And the restaurant that services that restaurant, or the kitchen that services that restaurant, is right inside there. And they have 5 different dining stations. They have a poke grill, they have a rice bowl grill, a rice bowl spot, where you have a number of choices for rice and shrimp and fish and vegetables, and they'll cook the rice bowl right there for you. They also have hot plates in there for short ribs. They have Korean fried chicken, which I think it's as good as any I've ever had, right inside there. And then when you're done, you can come out here and eat on that second floor dining area there, and there's live music down here at the bottom in that restaurant. I believe it's 7 days a week. But it's a really nice place. And if you don't want to eat in the area up there, just come down here and have a drink. But it's very popular. Very, very popular. Actually, this used to be the old Foodland. If you're a veteran Hawaii visitor, you know this area used to be the Foodland. And there used to be, that's what you're talking about. Yes, that you're talking about the buffet. That was here, yes. That was it was a dark wooden area, a dark wooden restaurant right over here. But when Foodland sold this land, part of their agreement was they wanted to put a store in the building. And they actually just reimagined this entire area, and it was much, much better than a Foodland. And that's what they came up with Waikiki Market. I can't speak highly enough about it. It's really good. And the food is restaurant quality. And you can purchase a plate lunch there, or a plate dinner. It's about $19, and it is a lot of food. It is quite a lot of food, and it's very good, and they make it right there fresh. If you go right through here, that's the Alloway. That's the Alloway Canal and the street. Hilton Garden Inn. Up there on that second patio, or the second level, is their pool. It's just a nice hotel. The lobby is nothing really to speak of. It's just a Hilton Garden Inn is all it is, really. This is the Target. Who knows when it's going to be open? They keep giving us different months and dates, and they're just off by a lot, to be honest with you. This is the Holo Holo store. It's like a lot of people say it's like a higher end ABC store, but it's really not. It's really just it's the same as an ABC store, just a little nicer decorated, appointed, I would say. But the prices are a little bit more expensive than a typical ABC store. Now comes the good and fun part. From here down, it's pretty much concentrated with really good things to see. This place, you really should put it on your morning visit list. Kona Coffee Purveyors. They have, the lady who owns this is a chef, and a bakery chef, and they do, I can't pronounce the name of the donuts and pastries they have in there, but they are really, really good. Every morning at 7 o'clock, I promise you, when you come here, this line goes all the way around and into International Marketplace. Their coffee is pretty good. It's pretty pricey. It's about $6 for what would be the equivalent to a medium Starbucks. Starbucks, their venti is like $4.05 here. In there, it's about $6.95. Here's the International Marketplace. And again, we're on Kahio. The other entrance is on Kalakaua. The Mitsuo Marketplace, that's not just a Japanese marketplace, which is really interesting to go to because it's full of obviously authentic and true traditional Japanese fare, grocery store items, general marketplace items. But they also have several hot plate or eateries inside there. Sushi restaurant, noodle restaurant, it's very good. It's on the second floor. Just go up the escalators right there. And it's right there. Inside here is the Kahio Food Hall. They have 2 bars in there, believe it or not, and sometimes they have 2 different bands playing music. How they do that or why they do that, I don't know. But inside here they have ramen noodles, they have the bars right back here, they have pizza, which is completely forgettable. They have a barbecue restaurant, they have gelato, and this is a Greek hero restaurant. Or kiosk, I should say. The pizza, a lot of people get suckered into that pizza in there, and it's just not great. This is probably the top 1, 2, or 3 burger, I believe, on Oahu, the bonsai burger. And the bonsai burger that they sell, that is the best one, is that one right there, the Waimea. Exceptional. The ABC store. Right along here, let me just give you a couple of shout outs. This right here, this Surf and Turf Tacos. Do not let the name or the location or the size of the place fool you. That is the best, hands down, best burrito bowl you will ever get your hands on, right there. You can get brown rice, garlic rice, refried rice, guacamole, garlic shrimp, for $19.95, and it's bigger than my hand. It's big. It's $19.95, and it is cooked right there before you, and it's exceptional. The Donut King, most expensive donuts in the world. Konos, there's a Konos on Kapahulu. There's also on the North Shore and several other areas. That's a pretty decent place. Wouldn't be my favorite, to be honest. Right over here is Marigame Udon, Japanese udon noodles. They make all the noodles. They're fresh every day, throughout the day. You can actually see them inside the window right there where those bags of flour are. The flour are sitting right there. They actually make the noodles right there, and that is an exceptional place. It's very busy. Why there's not a line right now is beyond me, but it usually has a line from right there easily to the corner, and on Friday, Saturday nights it goes around the corner. It stays that way for hours and hours and hours. But here's a hack. Just go up here, download the QR code, get their app, dial it up, order it, and I promise you, in less than 7 minutes, they will have your order at that window right there. Take it, walk 1 block to the beach, and have a great meal. And you don't have to deal with this line, and you get the exact same food. But you order there, pick up there. All right? This is the Layla Hotel. The reason I want to mention the Layla Hotel is because they do a very, very good job on their area up here, this second floor. The rooms are, they're not, super outstanding, but they're good. They're nice. They're probably, in my opinion, they're a step above maybe Hilton Garden Inn. But this right here, this is their their balcony restaurant or bar. They do really, really good up there with music, and it's a nice view. It's not a view that you're just going to see like the hotels right along here. You're not going to see the ocean or anything. What's going on, man? But it's very good, and they have very good food too, for bar food. Put that on your list, Marigame Udon. These, this place, 808 barbecue. Nah, not a fan. This place, Paia Fish Market, outstanding. Let me show you their menu here. Very good. Their blackened ono or mahi and salmon is incredible. You can get it in a steak or you can get it in a sandwich, one of the two. This is the ohia. Let me know if I'm going too fast or if you guys have any questions, just throw it in there. It looks like the comments come up much quicker here on YouTube than on Facebook. So I'll probably see them in time to talk about whatever venue you may have a question about. Yes, walking towards Seaside. Seaside's right there. It'll go Seaside Lures, Royal Hawaiian. I'm sorry, Seaside Royal Hawaiian Lures. This is the ohia. The reason I want to mention this is that if you're looking for nothing but price, but it's a good location too, you see where it's located. It's not the cleanest and it's not the best appointed. As a matter of fact, it's not either of those things. But if you're looking for a great location at a really, really cheap price, it's here, Onyx, you know, the Grove Hotel, possibly. They're very comparable. They're very comparable. So I just wanted to point that out, okay? And they have balconies. One thing they do have going for them is ohia does have kitchenettes. So if you're staying, I actually had a friend of mine who's, why he stayed there, I don't know, because he has money to stay wherever he wants. But he stayed there for 2 weeks. So I was in the room a number of times. But he said, I just want to be in the cleanest, biggest room that's been most recently updated. And they put him there, and it was actually not that bad. It was $129 a night. $129 a night. So that's pretty good. Here's Duke's Lane. Obviously, this is a, well, maybe not obviously, but this is an ABC store. ABC owns this. This is more of a grocery style store as opposed to an ABC store being more merchandise. Do you want to do a walk around there really quick? I mean, we won't go in depth, but do you want to just go in and see what it looks like? What they do have that most ABC stores don't have is they have several dining stations. They have the bakery here. They have a coffee station. They have a full bakery here. They also have the hot plate area right here. Yeah, no kidding. I'm dying for a coffee. I about stole that out of that guy's hand. Let's just do it. Let's just do this real quick. Let me just show you, just so you get an idea. I don't want to put people on, but their coffee is actually pretty darn good. But there's, even though it's an ABC store, ABC stores are known for their coffee being cheap but pretty good. Most ABC stores, it's $1.49 for a big cup. In here, that is not the case. It's pricier. I just want you to just get an idea of what type of food items are available here. There's poke and some sushi. But they also have items like, you know, candies, but they have a little bit more liquor for you, Wade, Gerard. But they have a lot of wine and liquor here. But they also have soda. You know, this is obviously a little bit more than what your typical ABC store would have. They have toys, souvenirs, other items. Just wanted you to be aware of it. They have a basalt, they call it, restaurant here. They have prime rib, which I have had one time. It was actually really good. I was shocked by the price, because the price is, they usually sell it for $42, and they have like a special offer that's almost perpetual. It's almost always on. Let me check it out. Let me see if that's the case. Yeah, it's right there. It's almost always on for a special offer. Here's their flatbreads, very, very good. And they have poke here, and they also have really good hot plates here. They have this pork belly, chicharron, and baked items right here. Something I didn't point out that I do want to, I kind of walked past. If you guys remember the old International Marketplace, you know the style of kiosk and vendors that they had there, correct? A lot of the vendors are very similar to that are at the Aloha Stadium. If you go straight down here, about where those people are walking, right where that end of that truck is, you take a right there, and you go just right around that little corner. It's lined up with all those people. Probably, I would say, like 40 kiosks. They have all the souvenirs and jewelry and jade and T-shirts and wood carvings, all those types of things you would find at Aloha Stadium. But it's a little pricier because its location. But that's just something. I in no way am wanting to tell you that it's representing the old international marketplace, because it's not. But it's that type. I think the international marketplace went through 3 phases. When it first opened up, it was all hand-built goods, very few, Asian influenced products. And then the middle phase, I think, was a lot more imported items and things of that nature. And then there towards the end is almost all that. That's almost what you get out at the Aloha Stadium swap meet, with the exception of the places that have they're like family owned. This, if you've been to Waikiki the past 20 years, you know this corner here. They used to have an exceptional Vietnamese and Thai restaurant right in there. But I believe it was don't hold me to these dates, but the story's accurate, but the dates may not be. There was a bar in there, and there was a shooting of one of the patrons, and it just went downhill from there. And ABC stores bought them, and I think in 2009 or something, don't hold me to the date, they started to do the renovations, and then they had the plans all drawn. There was something that came up, and so they stalled it. But now the word on the street is they're starting it back, and they're going to develop this whole area. And I'm sure there will be an ABC store in there, but I'm not sure if it's going to be, I'm certain it's not going to be all ABC store. And someone was asking about Seaside. This is Seaside here. This is Aloha Steakhouse. Pretty decent steakhouse, but I would go to High's or, probably High's before I'd go to there. Right straight through there is the Royal Hawaiian Entertainment Center. You can see that little area there, if I get my hand out of the way. Right over here also is Ross. Very, very popular for people who are coming and didn't buy a lot of items at home, and they want to buy true Hawaiiana products here, and they're good price. They sell a lot of suitcases there that people buy and come and fill up with Hawaii-based products. This is a Hyatt Centric. There's actually 3 Hyatts here in Hawaii, or in Waikiki. The Hyatt Regency Resort, the Hyatt Centric, and then Hyatt Places, which is down there by the Hilton. When we went past, you remember when we went down that area by where the Monarch was, and I was telling you about the Mac 24/7, it's right down there. This is a little place called Heavenly. It's a little, cafe diner. I've only been there for just small little dishes, nothing that I could really give an endorsement on, but it's nicely designed, and that's the signature hotel. It's just a small little hotel, but it's priced a little proud, if I'm being honest. The last couple times I've checked. Yeah, it's priced a little proud. $30 people and 23 likes. That's pretty good. Thank you, guys. If there's any questions, fire them off. If I can't answer them, someone in the chat certainly will be able to. Just to show you where we came from. The Royal Kahio, it's a little bit nicer of a hotel than what the Ohia is. They have a little bit more of a lobby, a little bit more of amenities, but the room quality is about the same. You can almost tell really from the outside, but you're not in your room, as they say, not much when you're in Hawaii, so how important is that? Here's a McDonald's, and I dare say it's open 24 hours because sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. I'm not sure I'm not sure about it. And I thought when they said they were open 24 hours that they meant consecutively, and maybe they didn't. Maybe they just meant 24 hours, it just over a few days. I'm not a big gelato eater, but this place is super popular. Very, very popular. And we're on Kahio and Royal Hawaiian. And I just want to go down here and show you a couple of points of interest. How many people know what bar is open down here? Well, it may not be open, but what bar is down there? This is the Aloha Melt. This has been open about 3 months, but it's actually very good. I've actually had that, and it weighted me down for a couple of days, but it was pretty darn good. This Italian restaurant has been infamous because it has, or used to have, a 308 Ferrari in the lobby here, and I heard they sold everything. Well, they didn't sell the Ferrari because there it is. Janet, there's your Ferrari. And they were closed for a couple of months, several months actually. I don't know what they've done. They're obviously open again because they're in there and the menu is out. This is, if you've been on a stream where you've seen us talk about the duty-free store, this is how big that store is. That is the back entrance right there, and it goes all the way down to that area right there. And we've actually walked into it a little bit on a couple of streams, but this is the duty-free store, the DFS duty-free store, and they have all the things you can imagine. They have makeup from Chanel to Lancome to, you know, all the, that's about all I know. But it's very high end, but they have a lot of other items. They have accessories, glasses, shoes, jewelry, things of that nature, but it's duty free. And if you're, for those of you who are going to get the Waikiki trolley or who have been lucky enough to win a free Waikiki trolley pass, that is where you will get picked up, right along this street right here. That's where they pick you up and drop you off right here. Yep, Kuko coconuts right there. This place gets lively at night, lively. And it's going to open up in about 10 minutes. Very loud. They have very nice bands. A couple are really, really good. And I think they have karaoke a few nights a week. And this is the Waikiki shopping plaza I was telling you about. This is notable for a couple of reasons. One, because it's home to the Sticks Asian food court that we've talked about a number of times. This is also where the Maguro Brothers poke restaurant is, right inside here. There's also a coffee restaurant inside there, which I enjoy, and they're opening up a brand new Japanese / Korean barbecue grill your own food restaurant right there. And then if you go right straight through here, that's the Royal Hawaiian shopping mall right through there. How many of you know this area that I'm walking around right now or have been here before? Yep. You know, like, I know what you mean, like the dueling pianos. Not that I'm sure there is, but not that I know of. Not in Waikiki proper, there's not. Yeah, you know the area, Sandy? Good. Man, if I didn't think it was, I walked right in front of that cop, didn't I? But I know he's not in there, so it's okay. But he is walking across the street. They frown on jaywalking here. Wade and Lance and Gerard. So how do you think the inaugural YouTube live stream is going so far? We've only had a few little bumps in the very beginning, but I think it's gone pretty good. This is a Hawaiian food restaurant that we pointed out and endorsed a couple of times, but I think they've shut down because they have not been open the last few times I've been down by here. This is the Courtyard by Marriott, and that is just as you would expect it. This is the Malia. This is the Malia is very similar in scope to the Hilton Waikiki. As a matter of fact, it's managed by the same people, this place. What is of note here is Rivals. This is a sports bar that's actually really popular for locals and people who've been here a lot. They actually have very good specials from what I understand. They have like something that always comes to mind because someone's told me about it so often. They said it's such a great deal. It's like a beer and a piece of pizza for like $8 or something like that. And I'm not sure when it is or if it's all day. But that's just something that I always remember when I go by here. Here's one of 3 IHOPs that I'm familiar with. Look at that, another ABC store right there. This is Lures, and Lures turns into the Waikiki Beach Walk. There's actually a road called Waikiki Beach Walk, but this is the store that the real Waikiki Beach Walk is positioned on. As a matter of fact, let's go down that way because, let's go down that way, and then we'll come back up this street and end the stream over there by the Ambassador, because there's a number of restaurants down here I want to show you. This Oyster House. I have not been in there before, but it's really, really popular. But oysters here are very expensive. Oysters on the half shell are like $4 a shell. $4 an oyster. I need to go try this place out. I've been invited there a couple of times. I just haven't gone, but I need to go there because I want to tell you whether it's a good place or not. I know. Does anybody know about this place? It's pretty new. Steak and Seafood Wine Bar. There is a ramen. Do we have any ramen fans? There's actually 3 ramen places that I'd recommend. This one, Kamado. It's open late. Very good. It's very good. The other 2 places, both of them are in the Sticks Asian Fusion or Asian food court that we looked at inside the Waikiki Shopping Plaza. We looked at that a few moments ago, but there's only 2 ramen places in that food court, and they're both exceptional. Had it just the other night, but here's the other place right there. Is anybody familiar with this place here? And there's a karaoke bar. Uncle Bo's Poo-Poo Platter House. I think I just added platter, but the Uncle Bo's Poo-Poo House is very good. If you've been coming to Waikiki very long, you know that these places here used to be pretty rowdy bars. This is Kelly O'Neill's. It's more of a locals bar, but a favorite with people who come to Waikiki and discover it on their own. Going down through here, this is the Waikiki Beach Walk. This will we're not going to go down it, but it will take you down to Halekulani, to Waikiki Reef. I'm sorry, Outrigger Reef. There's the P.F. Chang's. There's Tap Room down here at the bottom, Ruth's Chris at the top, and a number of smaller restaurants, poke restaurants and seafood restaurants along this side here. Also down there is the Imperial Hotel, the Embassy Suites, and what is the other vacation ownership spot down? I can't remember what it is. It's not the Radisson, it's Embassy and something else. If anyone remembers what it is, mention it in the chat if you would. I want to mention this Long's Drug, and I mention it every time I come by here because if it helps one person when you're on vacation, it's worth the effort to mention it. This Long's used to be the CVS, but it's open 24/7. So if you ever come into Waikiki, just know that you can come here. This is the Waikiki, or the Hawaiian Bank building. Hawaiian Bank building right here. Long's, it's 2 stories and it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're a Thai food fanatic, get a pencil and paper because I'm going to show you a place you need to make note of. This is the Hard Rock Cafe and the Tommy Bahamas. Most of you are thinking the Tommy Bahamas is just a clothing store, but here in Waikiki, it's also a bar and a restaurant on the 2nd floor, and it's pretty darn good. Hard Rock Cafe is exactly what you'd expect it to be. But their burger is really good. They have pretty good specials from time to time. But it's a good place to watch a ball game. Right here on my right, write this place down if you're a Thai food fanatic. This is as good as it gets. Many, many, many Thai food people, or Thai people, eat here. It is really, really good. Their tom kha, I would put up against anybody's. There's also another ramen restaurant right here, Nakamura. It's exceptional. Very, very good. And it's very small, but it's usually very, very busy just because of that, but it's worth noting. Here's a Burger King right here. If you're so inclined, you may need to get a trash burger fix. That's the place to do it. Skin deep. We did a tattoo post the other day. This is one of the top mentioned tattoo places. The other was Sacred Heart, and Sacred Heart is right around the corner. It's a tattoo area, or a tattoo shop right there. And that's Saratoga. Just to give you guys an example of where we are. That's Saratoga, and this road right here is actually called Beach Walk. This is the road that goes back behind Waikiki Beach Walk. Again, that's Tommy Bahamas and Hard Rock Cafe. And then Saratoga is remarkable because down the street there is the old Trump Waikiki hotel was there, but now it's the XLR Hilton. But the post office is there, and right around this corner is the Sacred Hearts tattoo shop and the Eggs and Things restaurant. That's their second location. The other one is the one behind us. This dog, I love this dog. This dog is so cool. I see him out all the time. He's a gangster. 3 legs, but gets around, and he feels sorry for dogs with 4 legs. All right, Lance, see you later, man. This is one of my favorite places. Favorite of all places, right up here. Dun, dun, dun. They have such a beautiful open lobby area here. And they also have reception on the next floor up. But it's very garage-ish, isn't it? But it's very, very nice. You go up there to get on the on the elevators. You go over here in the elevators, but that's the reception. But this is Ritz-Carlton Residences. They have, it's like 70% residences, and the rest are rentals, short-term rentals. How I was going to duck in there and get a coffee, but I think I'm going to wait. I think I'll wait. Okay, now we're back on Kahio again. We just made a little U-shaped trek on the street there. Went from Kahio down to Kalakaua. Now we're back on Kahio again, and we're going to see two notable hotels. One is going to be the LaCroix, and one will be the Ambassador, the Romer at Ambassador. Such a dumb name. This place that's here on the left-hand side, this is in fact going to be a hotel with restaurants and shops in it. But it's a King Kalakaua Plaza. They don't dare say when they're going to be open because they know, they've learned from Target. There's the LaCroix. This would be one of the hotels that I would recommend if you're budget conscious and you want to be a little bit out of the way. This hotel is a little bit along the lines of the Ohia. Do you remember the Ohia Hotel I was telling you about that was right across from Duke's Marketplace? This is a little bit higher. Actually, it's probably a step or two above the Ohia right here. All right, thank you very much for staying with us. We're going to wrap it up here in just a few minutes anyway. We're just going to go down here to the Ambassador. Appreciate you guys who have stayed here and liked the stream. That's fantastic. We've got almost 80% likes for visitors. Very good. That's the Holiday Inn Express. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Invite your friends and neighbors. Shame them for not doing the same. And then hit the notifications if you would, and like the stream if you had a good time. We're going to make a few adjustments, but really what we're going to be doing more here is we're going to be doing the same type of content, but we'll be going to different places. So if we go to a place on, maybe go to Kualoa Ranch on YouTube, we may not go there on Facebook. Just fair warning, but that's not going to be for a while. There's the Romer Waikiki at the Ambassador. I don't know who needs to be fired for picking that name, but I actually like the location. I like the people that run it, but I'm not a fan of the name. And they're putting in retail and shops and restaurants down there. And guess where we're very close to? We're very close to our good friend Greg's place. Greg, are you on here? Are you watching? We're right in front of your location. And then we're not going to go down there, but I just want to give you somewhat of a frame of reference, just so you know. If you go, and there's a couple of restaurants, or a restaurant for sure that I want to tell you about because it's that worthy, in my opinion. So just hang with me for a second. Okay, if you go straight down this road right here, you'll have to be walking because it's one way. But if you're walking down, except for buses, and right through here. So if you see where the traffic is coming onto Kalakaua, this is Kalakaua. This is the main street that goes into Waikiki. That's Ala Moana Boulevard, right where that corner is, right where that gray building is. So if you go there and take a left, you'll go right into Hilton Hawaiian Village. If you go just across the street there's a food truck compound. There's about 11 or 12 food trucks in there that are really pretty good. And they're open from, I think it's 10 at night till 10 in the evening. But again, that's right there on the very corner. It's right on the corner of Kalakaua and Ala Moana Boulevard. If you go around that corner right there, there are 5 new restaurants that are at the bottom of this main building right here. You see a big tall building right there? I have to give them a public apology, and I'm going to do it several times because I was not feeling it that they were going to do very good there. Those restaurants in particular. I still stick by my comment that they're not that great of a location. However, there's a place called Kan Sushi, or Kan Sushi, however you want to pronounce it. Kan Sushi. They have currently, they say it's going to be an ongoing special. All you can eat, it's either $39.95 or $59.95, and it is exceptional. And they don't bring out like 2 or 3 pieces or 2 or 3 plates because they want you to fill up. You can order as much as you want and they'll bring it out, and they'll keep bringing it out. But it's called Kan Sushi, Kan Sushi. It's very, very much worth your effort to go there, and it's, in my opinion, it's the best sushi place for the dollar, for the value, for the quality. It's not just a bunch of food, it's great quality. Okay? And that will probably wrap it up, unless you guys have some questions or there's just some place that you absolutely positively have to go that's close by. Otherwise, we'll end it and we'll be done with it. All right, John, thank you. Janet, thank you. Yeah, Greg was supposed to be on here. He wanted to meet up, but Cassie created such a high standard for our next live interview. I've got to pick really, really carefully, and Greg probably would be the right one, but I just want to make sure we pick the right person. I'm teasing, Craig. I'm teasing. Okay, guys, that looks like that's a wrap. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Thank you for liking the stream and your participation. We will see you on Friday night at the same channel, same time on Facebook at 6 o'clock. We don't know exactly what we're going to be doing, but we know it's going to be fun. All right, guys, we will talk to you later. Bye now.